Greetings, YouTubers. This is Gene, aka the Brooklyn Blue Jay, bringing it to you on a Monday night. An unlikely day for an update, but yeah, I have a lot on my mind, so I decided to just get it all out there in the open. What we're looking at here is the 5.5, the shrimp tank, and let's see, can we focus on anyone? Oh, there we go. We got one guy over there. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. I think I counted as of yesterday. I did a water change on this tank yesterday. I think I counted 7. So like I've told you guys in the past, I have 1 DOA, and I've lost 2. Temperatures are still pretty darn high, if you could see back there. And that's disturbing. Makes me really uncomfortable. But anyway, I don't want to just, jibber jabber, yammer on for too long. I'm going to try to make this as quick and concise as I possibly can. I've already wasted too much time. A lot on my mind. And this past Labor Day was my 2-year anniversary in the aquarium dirt game. So happy anniversary to me and to my tanks. And I'm considering doing a contest. Wanted to ask you guys, what kind of contest would you guys appreciate more? I have tons of driftwood, just beautiful driftwood, and I was thinking of submitting, asking for a contest entry to win some driftwood. I have all kinds of sizes and shapes and stuff like that. Or do you guys want another art contest? As some of you who have been following me know that I am an artist, and I did a fish portrait for Amber last year. And I also do graffiti art and stuff. So anyway, give me your thoughts, your feedback, your ideas about that. What kind of a contest would you like? Would you guys be interested in winning some otherwise expensive driftwood, or would you be interested in some art? So anyway, what's on my mind? Check out the growth on this tank. Now, this tank receives no fertilization whatsoever. No ferts. I do not dose this tank. On this tank is a CFL bulb. I believe it's a 17 watt or 19 watt CFL bulb. And look at the growth. Now, I believe it was Mr. Mom who had posted a video a while back talking about plants that you keep in multiple tanks, and you can have the same exact parameters from tank to tank, and the same plant will grow differently in each tank. So look at this stringy plant here. That is the Cypress helferi, and I could not get it to grow at all in the 20 gallon. But down here, no dosing, no dirt. This is a substrate only tank. This is Floramax, and who is it? Pectec. He uses the Floramax, and his tanks are really gorgeous. And I'm using it here. And below the Floramax is a level of another substrate called Active Flora, who I haven't seen anyone using that, but I got it out here. But check out this. Look at the HC. The HC is way tall. Could not grow it in the 20. Helferi, way tall. Could not grow it in the 20. So that's really, really curious to me. No dosing, and those plants are taking off very well. But this plant right here in the center is a sword plant, baby sword plant, and it's not doing anything. also is this water sprite, which I could never grow something like that in the 20. And way up top, given to me by Ruben, he had given me like a sprig of wisteria right there, if I could focus on it. And look at all the root structure that's growing off of that wisteria, if I can get it in focus. Cannot grow that in the 20, which is really, really curious to me. Is it because of the lighting? So what is, you know, they say the plants need this, you know, they need dirt, they need a nutrient-rich substrate. Is the Floramax nutrient-rich enough that's really, you know, helping plants like this, like the Helphori that are in Substrate? Or is it because of the lights? Is it because this is a shorter tank and, you know, the strong lights, we have, you know, more watts per gallon? Here we go, that watts per gallon argument. So what's going on? Why is it that certain plants are taking off here and doing so exceptionally well and not so much in the 20? Oh gosh, the 20 is always hard for me to video. It's just a weird combination of the way the angle of these lights, and it's weird because I have like all this floating plants and it's shady, but it's still bright. But anyway, a little update on the 20. There goes my very ugly ram's horn snail. The blue hygrophila is doing beautifully, as always. This seems to be like the most prolific plant in this tank, as well as the I believe is lobelia. My crypts are doing terrible. I don't know why, but they have been melting. These crypts here, which I believe these are bronze crypts. I don't know. Please correct me on that. I don't know what species of crypt that is. And then these crypts, they all melted as well. I don't know what type of crypt that is either, so please help me out on identifying that one. I forget. Right there, again, more crypt melt. I don't know why. I'm so confused as to why that's happening. Over here is a tiny bit of Java fern, and I think that's beginning to take hold. Yeah, and then there's the dwarf sag. The dwarf sag is doing really nicely in this area, but everywhere else it's just so slow, very slow to grow, and I don't know why that is. It might be just a light situation. I'm really that plant is very perplexing to me. Very perplexing to me. So anyone who has good success with the dwarf sag, you know, tips and tricks on that plant would be greatly appreciated. I took out all the salvinia from this tank, and lo and behold, here I go again. Look, not salvinia, but the plants that I actually did love and keep. Look at them, just absolutely bananas. Bananas all over again. But instead I have like big time the dwarf water lettuce, which was like a shock and a surprise, and just this tiny little leaflet is now propagating all over the place, all over this tank. And then of course the frog bit, which I love frog bit too, but this tank is just notorious for growing floating plants, which the type of species of fish I have, the threadfin rainbows, they love floating plants. And I also have a new addition to this tank, and I think I made a beginner mistake with, you know, I made a blunder, I think, that is typical of beginners, and that is, look at this guy right there. See that? That, my friends, is a very blurry picture of a pygmy rasbora, a dwarf pygmy rasbora, and I have 3 of them in there now. I had 6, and I think this was a bad idea because I found like carcasses. I found like body parts. So I think that maybe they're too small for this tank and they are becoming preyed upon, or yeah, or maybe they just, I don't know, they just perished naturally, or I don't know. But I think I made a big mistake by putting these little guys in there. I wanted these fish so badly, but they are like the size of my pinky fingernail. So this fish might be a bad choice because they're so tiny, and maybe the gourami is picking on them or eating them, because the gourami is the largest fish in here, and I mean, and he's really small. But for some reason, yeah, I'm not doing too well with those fish, and it makes me sad because I really wanted them, and I love that they absolutely adore hanging out in the root structures of the floating plants, which is just so pretty to see them. But yeah, I think I should have maybe put them in the shrimp tank and not in this bigger tank. So anyway, guys, you know, I wanted this to be a quick update, and already you know, I've gone on a little bit too long, but I want to thank you guys as always for your continued support. I'm questioning this whole dirt versus substrate thing, this whole lighting thing, learning as I go along, and thanks to you guys. You know, this is the most fun and informative hobby I have ever had. So thank you, and give me your ideas about a contest. So this is Jean, aka the Brooklyn Blue Jay. Be well all.